Hey everyone, welcome to the first animation video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how I made this animation from Twilight Saga. For this animation I just used two stock images and rest are just adjustment layers. So I will show you the complete layer breakdown and how I animate all those layers to get the final result. So let's get started. Okay, so first let me show you that I have hidden all the layers except this layer. This is the first layer of the art and I'm going to show you the second layer by increase the timeline. As you can see the wolf face. Let me show you how I created this wolf face on the character face. I just use these two images on the complete animation. If you want to use these images, please check link in the description. Now choose the brush tool, resize it and create a mask on the layer of the wolf, just like this. Now make sure that layer mask is selected and foreground color is black, just like this. Now rub the unwanted areas. Now you don't have to be super precise, just rub till you get near to the outline of the wolf. Okay, I think that's it. This will work. Okay, so now we are going to resize it according to the face of the character. Press Ctrl plus T and just resize it and press enter. Now put it on above the character face. Make sure that size of the face of the character and the wolf will match. I'm going to resize it a little bit. I think it's perfect. Now place it above the head of the character and make sure the eye of the character and the eye of the wolf will match. For this I'm going to decrease the opacity of the wolf layer and just match the eyes of both the character. I think it's okay. Just increase the opacity to 100% and just again choose the brush tool, resize it. I'm going to resize it a little bit shorter. Make sure the soft front brush is selected and just add half of the face of the wolf to the character, as we want to show that the character is converting into a wolf. So I'm not doing it super precisely, I'm just giving you the idea how to do it. Just there you go. Now let's move on to the second layer. Let me drag it. Now in this layer I have chosen the curve layer and I darken this layer to the black. As you can see, I'm just decreasing the timeline, and there you can see that it almost hides all the layer. Now going above, I will show you this layer later. This is the second curve layer. In this layer the opacity of the curve is decreasing so that it will give an effect that the light is coming back. As you can see, the opacity of this layer is decreased to 40%. Now I just add a vibrance layer. As we know that vampires are white, they don't have blood, so these two characters on the movie are white, are vampires, so they are painted as white. Now moving above, these all colorful layers are for the eye color. As you can see, the eye color of the gun changes to red. I have chosen this red color, the solid layer. This is a solid adjustment layer. Let me show you how I created this red color in the eyes. Just zoom a little bit. Now create a solid adjustment layer, solid color adjustment layer. And just choose the color red. As the newborn vampires have red in those thirsty eyes. As you can see, we just want to paint the pupil of the character red, not the whole eye. So I'm just adjusting the size of the brush according to the pupil, and just paint it like that. Make sure that layer mask is selected and you have inverted the layer mask of the solid layer, and just paint and just show off some of the areas in the character's eye, and just erase the black spot like I did. So as you can see, this is how I created the eye. Now this layer is for the glow nearby the eyes. So for this glow, I just created another solid color adjustment layer. This time I chooses the color red, but slightly brighter than the color I choose previously. Just like this. Now again invert the color by pressing Ctrl and I, and now resize the brush. We just want this color to be to the nearby areas of the eye, so I'm just increasing its size a little bit, just like this, and just tap once and twice by selecting the foreground color as white. Maybe I'm going to tap once again and select the blend mode as overlay. There you go, and just erase some of the color above the eye. Now decrease the opacity of the brush and just erase some of the color from the bottom of the eye, and there you go. That's how you can give a perfect glow to the character. Now for the Edwards and Jacob eye, I do the same process, so I'm not repeating it. Move to the second layer. As you can see, the color of both the character I give the same color as orange and same brightness. Now move above. In this layer, I just press Ctrl Alt Shift plus E, so that to combine all the visible layer which I am showing right now. As you can see, make a copy of it and give it a motion blur just like this. Let me show you by increasing the timeline. Just like this, you can give it a motion blur. Let me show you how I give it the motion blur. Click on the motion blur, and just like this, you can give it a motion blur. Also, you can adjust the motion blur by selecting the motion blur from blur and then motion blur. You can adjust it by this dial. As you can see, no, this is way too further. I'm sticking to this point. This is good. And above it is just a Twilight logo. You can find it on the internet.
Okay, so now before moving to the animation part, there is one layer left which I tell you earlier that I will show you later. What I do to this layer, that I will just make a copy of it and apply the camera raw filter. A camera raw filter can change the whole look of the photo, like it just correct the whole light part, whole color grading, and give it a aesthetic look. So I will complete the camera filter on the next video, but because it is very vast topic, so let me just hide all these layer above that layer before showing it. As you can see how realistic and how dramatic this photo look after applying the camera filter. You can change, if this is a smart object, you can change this camera raw filter from this. Just click on the camera raw filter like that, and a dialog box will open which shows camera raw filter. Just wait a second, it's loading. And this is camera raw filter. You can change all these settings, and there are many more settings which you can play with and give your photos a dramatic look. So let me just unhide all these layers so that I can show you the animation. Okay, I think that's all layer. Okay, so just let me drag the timeline menu so that you can see all the layers which you need to animate. As you can see, these are the same layers which you have seen in the layers panel. We just animate all these layers to make a whole 9 or 10-second video. Let me drag the timeline to the 0 second, and there is the first layer. There is the second layer of that wolf, third layer of the curve. As you can see, the curve layer will gain its opacity from 0 to 100 as the timeline moves further. Let me drag it fast. As you can see, it will gain its opacity nearly to 100 at the last point of the curve layer. Now let's move above. After it turns to whole dark, it will again gain its opacity, means that the curve layer, the second curve layer, in that the opacity will decrease to 100 to 0%, so that the background will start to again show up, and you can see those bright eyes of the characters. Now again, moving further, the motion blur layer will start. And after that, the Twilight logo will start. So this is the whole animation, and I think that's the whole thing. Now let me show you how I created the points of the opacity. just as you can see, there is the opacity selected, and you can see these 2 points. At this point the opacity of the curve layer is 0, as you can see, and at this point let me drag the timeline first to that point. At this point the opacity is nearly to 91%, almost 100. So you can see that you have to just play with the opacity and all the layers will animate. Also you have to set different points for different layers, so that you can control that how long or how much opacity will it gain. So you just need to select the point, select the opacity, select the other point, and select the opacity of that point. It is just that simple. So you can play with all those layers, you can create all their opacity. So that's all from this tutorial. I hope you like this one, and make sure to like and subscribe the video. See you in the next one.